kindergarten? Welcome back to Miss Hirsch's Kinder Corner. We're going to do some more writing workshop today. So if you haven't seen the first two videos for writing workshop, you need to check those out first because we're starting today by picking up where we left off last day. So boys and girls, we need to go back in time a little bit. Can you put on your time travel cap? And we're going to go back in time to our first writing workshop lesson. You ready? You remember what we were doing? Do you? We were writing a story that was showing feelings, something that we were feeling at the time. And in my story, I was writing about things that I missed. That was a feeling I wanted to share in my story. I was writing about missing going to the farmer's market with my kids. And I was writing about missing going to the movies with my husband. And I was writing about missing you guys, my kindergarten class. So that was what we did the first day for our first video. Now, let's go back into our time travel caps. We're going to go visit our second video now. Ready? The second video was when we were practicing imagining our story as if we were watching a movie. And we closed our eyes and we thought about what it would look like if we were watching our story like watching a movie in a movie theater. All of the details that we would see. So we started working on that. We started adding the things we could see in the movie. So I started to work on my first page. I was adding more things about the farmer's market. Well, we didn't quite finish because, when you go to a movie, you're not just seeing pictures on the screen, you're also hearing things, right? Well, I feel like we're missing what these people are saying and their words. So boys and girls, today we're going to learn one fun way that lots of authors, writers, add words to their stories. We're going to try and make our characters talk, okay? We're not doing anything magic today, don't worry. They're not going to start talking to us. We're going to use something called speech bubbles. So I'm going to show you something quick. This book is a book that I'm going to read to you in a different video, okay? It's called Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus, and it is full of speech bubbles. And the speech bubbles make it a fun story. I'm just going to show you a few pages. So this book is written and drawn by Mo Williams, and I'm showing this book to you today on my video with permission from Scholastic. Okay? I'm just going to look at a few pages first. Let's see if we can figure out where the speech bubbles are. So on this page, this is called a thinking bubble, okay? And if it's a thinking bubble, it looks like there's little clouds, little dots that go into a big cloud. So our pigeon is dreaming or thinking about being the driver of a bus. You can see his little tiny picture of himself at the front of the bus. And then there is a bus driver. And now we can see some speech bubbles. So this is a speech bubble because it has a line, kind of like a weird triangle shape that goes to the mouth of the person who's talking. And he says, "Hi, I'm the bus driver. Listen, I've got to leave for a little while, so can you watch things for me until I get back? Thanks! Oh, and remember, don't let the pigeon drive the bus." So he is talking. We're telling in this speech bubble all the words that he's saying. Okay, let's see what the pigeon speech bubbles look like. Oh, there he goes. He's walking away from the bus. And there's the pigeon's head. Uh-oh. These pages are sticking together for me. There we go. There's a speech bubble. Oh, the pigeon says, "I thought he'd never leave." We know trouble is coming. Look at the speech bubble. It's a circle with a little triangle shape pointing down towards his head. Let's look at a couple more. There's the pigeon just standing there. Hey, can I drive the bus? What did the driver tell us to tell him? Don't let the pigeon drive the bus. Look at this speech bubble. Look at the way the lines are. They're waving. Because you say his word like this. Please. Speech bubbles can be used to show you the way someone's talking too. I'll be careful. So, I want you to watch a different video for the rest of this story, but today I want to show you how to use some of these speech bubbles in your writing. So boys and girls, you're going to use your same story that you've been working on. I've seen a couple that are really neat. You guys added beautiful detail to some of your stories last week. And I'm going to start by drawing some talking on my page. So, this is the page where Naomi and Isaac are at the farmer's market with me. The first thing I need to do is I need to think about what they're going to say, because I need to know whether I need a big speech bubble or a little speech bubble. So I have to know how many words I want to say first. I think maybe Isaac is asking for a pretzel. We'll say he's asking for a pretzel because they always wanted either a pretzel or a cinnamon bun. And maybe the person at the vendor table, the one selling the food, is saying, "What can I get for you?" How many words is that? What can I get for you? What can I get for you? If that's 6 words, do you think I need a big speech bubble or a little one? Probably a pretty big one, right? And if Isaac is just saying pretzel, that's 1 word. We might need a smaller speech bubble for him. What should I say in this? I might say, you have to pick one, because they always argue with each other. You have to pick one. Let's see how many that is. You have to pick one. That's 5 words. My speech bubble should be pretty big. So let's see. Let's try this. I'm going to put a speech bubble over her head. And remember, I think she will be saying about 6 words. Ooh, so I want it to be pretty big. It's kind of like a circle with a little pointy end. And I think Isaac is going to be asking for a pretzel. So I'm going to give him a smaller speech bubble. Now look, boys and girls, when you're drawing speech bubbles, sometimes you kind of run out of space a little bit. So it's okay to do this. I'm going to do a speech bubble down here, but I'm still going to point at his head with the triangle part. So I'm going to draw the circle. I'm making it a little smaller because he's saying 1 word. And I was going to say 5 words. So I'm going to make mine pretty big too. There. There's our speech bubbles. But we should start maybe trying to figure out some of the sounds in these words. Don't worry if you don't know how to write, "What can I buy for you?" You could write what, or you could write wha, or you could write wa, k, I, ba for what can I buy. You can write the sounds you hear in that sentence. Let's try this. We're going to use just sounds, okay? So for moms and dads, this might not look like the way you write it, but we're going to use the sounds the kindergartens are learning to write phonetically, okay? Little note for parents. So this lady is saying, what? What? Kindergarten, get your turtle talking elastic band ready. What? 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 What's the first sound? Ooh, like Wednesday. That's a W. Ooh, at, what? Make sure you say all the sounds with me. What's the next sound? What? It kind of sounds like an A, or like an O. You put down the sound you think, because you're trying right now to sound out words. So maybe I would put A, what, what, T, what, can. Sometimes we might know how to spell some of these short words. Can. Are you turtle talking with me? Because you know, the more you think, the easier I come up with these words, right? Can. What's that sound? Ka. Do you hear that sound? Like A for apple? N. Can. N. What? Can I? That's a letter. Get. G. Do you know it? Like garbage or gallop. G. At. Is that Is it gat? No, it's get. What's that sound? What is Can we think of it from Elfarty? E for elbow. Get. You guys are pretty good with t. What can I get? We have 4 words already. For. Some people would write the number 4, which is funny. But if you want to make this quick for yourself, write what you think. Starts with fan. What is that sound? F. For. Most of the time, parents, when kids are writing for, they write FR because the or sound is still confusing for them. And that's fine. They could write FR. For you. Hey, that's a letter, isn't it? This is a hard word for kindergartens. So you know what? If you write you, I still know what you're writing. What can I get for you? Let's bring this closer so you can see what we just did. Okay, I'm gonna squeeze in here. Okay, tight squeeze. What can I get for you? And it's a question, so if I know how, I can write a question mark. Boys and girls, that was a lot of work, wasn't it? But you know what? This is all phonetic. That means you're using the sounds you know to write some words. It might not look like all the words the way they're written properly, but you're writing. He said, do you remember what Isaac said? A pretzel. Oh, maybe by this point I'm getting a little tired of trying to sound out my words. But you know what? I think I know what pretzel starts with. Pretzel starts with a P. And if I put a P in there for now, and I want to come back later and do the word pretzel with the sounds, I know I could. And maybe I want to leave mine blank for now and come back to it later. Sometimes writers do that. I wrote a speech bubble here, and I made it big because I knew I had lots to say. That means I have to come back and remember to fill it in. So I could finish it now. I could finish it later. Doing writing is sometimes hard work, but never give up. I'm going to write down what I said. I'm going to model for you how to do this quickly using just phonetic sounds, the sounds that you know. So she said, what can I get for you? He said, pretzel. I'm saying, you have to choose. You have to choose. I think I had 5 words before, but now we've got 4. You. Have. That sounds like an F, but it's actually a V. Have. To. I think I know the word to. T-O. Oh, what is that sound again? Ch, like choo-choo train. Ch. Do you guys remember? I think I showed you that sound once before in writing workshop. Ooh, that's 2-O. It sounds kind of like a Z. We'll say choose, choose. You have to choose. If your parents wanted to add the correct letters, they could, but they don't have to because this is your writing, okay? Boys and girls, look at what happened to my page. All of a sudden, I have a story coming alive. The movie is playing out even more. This now says, what can I get for you? Isaac says, pretzels. And I say, you have to choose. Today, when you're doing your writing workshop, I want you to practice going back and adding some speech bubbles so that your characters, the people you drew, can talk, okay? Do as many as you want. Try and see if you can stretch your words to hear all the sounds you know, and then send me some pictures to show me the speech bubbles that you tried on your page. Give it your best shot. This is a hard activity, but you guys can do it. We'll see you next time.